It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. You know, for years, there was only really two type of places to purchase tickets. There was Fandango, and then there was movietickets.com. And it can be very, very confusing for all of the moviegoers out there, by the way. It's like, where do I buy my online tickets? Do I go to movietickets.com or do I go to Fandango, by the way? So it was clear that the industry needed a change. Who was going to make the change? Now, as a CEO, you may have found yourself in that situation. How do you do that? Well, Fandango decided they were going to do something different. They were going to take on movietickets.com, which was their major competitor in confusing the market. And they had a secret weapon. Here's what it was called collaboration. They said, how can we collaborate? So they went to AMC, which at the time was the largest movie provider out there. They had over 3,000 screens. And they said, hey, we like to partner with you and we like to work with you. And here's what the clients need. Here's how we can make it easier for them. And here's some innovation we want to bring to the table. Now, here's what's really weird and really kind of odd, I think, by the way. AMC Theaters kind of helped create movietickets.com. Isn't that kind of ironic? But yet they were willing to listen to a competitor, which is Fandango, that brought innovation, brought solutions to the client, had a sales system in place, and wanted to make the process easier long-term, not short-term. So just a short while later, we saw that, well, Fandango kind of surpassed movietickets.com. I don't know if it even goes to movietickets.com anymore. Here's the big takeaway for you as a CEO. Number one, you have to have a sales system. That's number one. Number two, you must be open to collaboration. We can take a page out of Fandango, and I know it's not a new idea, so you might not be blown away, but how can you partner with someone else? And then last but not least, in that partnership, how do you bring a better sales system? How do you bring innovative technology? How do you bring what the clients want and offer a solution that at the end of the day solves the problem for the client and impacts their life for the better? You do that, and you will see your sales go up, 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 and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. Welcome to the CEO Sales Huddle. I'm super excited to be your host today. And every morning when we get started, we always like to get started the exact same way. And the exact same way is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. In fact, repeat after me. If you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. Why? Because sales is the oxygen for every great business in history. And without sales, well, there's always more money going out than there is going in. So what's the point I'm trying to make? Sales is serious business. And then after we go through that, then we look at, wait a minute, what is our mantra? Why do we get up every single day? Why do we do what we do? Well, there's one reason and one reason only. And that is, we believe as a CEO, we must learn, earn, and return. I want you to repeat after me those words, because I think that every morning when a CEO gets up, it should really be saying those words. Go ahead and repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. So I must learn, I must earn, and I must return. Now, this is specifically for the sales department, by the way, specifically for the sales department, not other areas. Then we move into, what are our objectives? Like why do we get here? Why do you show up? Why should you spend your time and energy? We have three objectives. Our number one objective is to really about sales progress. So we don't look at it every single day. What's the progress we're making in our business? What's the progress we're making in our sales? What gets measured gets managed. We'll talk about that, by the way. And then we say, wait a minute, we understand there's some roadblocks out there. Life ain't no crystal stair. It's not always important. And then it's to understand the 5 sales pillars. I did say 5 sales pillars, right? That every CEO must know and understand. And the 5 sales pillars are: you must have a CEO sales plan. Follow me, follow me, follow me. You must know where you're going. Number 2, you must understand the sales cycle that the client's going through. Number 3 sales pillar is you must understand and have a sales message that you're communicating. Sales pillar number 4, don't forget, is a CEO sales dashboard. What gets measured gets managed. We're going to go over that. Then my favorite of all time is number 5, is we have to have a sales plan on what we're going to do, by the way. So for those folks that tune in every single morning, welcome aboard. I'm so glad you're here. I love to connect with you. I love to see you. You can see me, but I can't see you. So do me a favor. Look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. Let me know you're in the conversation. I love that you're here, by the way. Thanks for showing up. And for those folks that are watching right now and you're watching the replay, you weren't here live, but you can see this like now, look below the video and put hashtag replay. I respond to every message. Why? Because it's important. I appreciate you. And I also appreciate all our on-demand viewers, because without you, there is no show, by the way. You show up, you're here. I appreciate the comments. You can look right to the bottom. It'll say @IamCheBrown. You can drop me a note and just let me know you're in the building, because CEO Sales Huddle is a place, if you're curious, of where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So you already know how to sell. I get it. You get it. But what do you want to do? You want to sell more faster. Now, how do we accomplish that? Well, we only ask for 15. We have a big why. Let me give you that first. Our big why is about sales growth, sales accountability, and consistency. And you may have heard this before, and I believe it's so true, that consistency is the key, consistency is the key, consistency is the key. And having said that, what do most people struggle with most? They struggle with consistency. That is no longer you. You are consistent, and we only ask for every day. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. So there are 1,440 minutes in every day, right? You think about that, you go through your whole day. There's 1,440 minutes in every day. We only ask for 15 minutes. That's 1% of your day to slow down in the conversation you're having out right now. You can take a look at a case study and say, wait, how can I apply best practices? Then you can swing to the other side, if I can say it like that. And you can say, well, wait a minute. How do I take those best practices and apply those in my business? Isn't that so true? Isn't that what you want to do at the end of the day? You want to be able to apply it in your what? Business. So with that being said, let's move on, because now we're going to focus on the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was created because there was a problem. And the big problem that folks had in the market was, Shay, how do I take what I'm doing? How do I take what I'm learning? And then how do I get it into one place so I can measure it? Everyone jot this down in your notes. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. So when we measure things, guess what? Isn't it amazing how it gets better? You measure how much water you need to drink every day. Isn't it amazing you drink more water? You measure how much money you have in the bank and how much you spent that day. Isn't it amazing how you spend less and you try to keep more? You measure how much you're building your savings. Isn't it amazing, like every day when you go in to see how much your accounts have grown, you recognize when you've taken all the money out so much faster? I know it's more painful. And so that's what we're going to do here. So we created something because it didn't exist. And what we created for those folks out there was the CEO Sales Dashboard. It has 5 components to it. You can see it here. There's only 5 areas you need to be viewed, you need to pay attention to as a CEO. There are leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. So we've broken this down in a way that you can understand it to make it only 5 key areas. Now you can download it. You can go over to www.ceosalesdashboard and you can download it. And when you download it, it's going to look something like this. I think, see, do you need to see me over here? Maybe put me over here somewhere. There we go. And when you download it, it's an Excel sheet. And we created, now this is the tool we have to help you get to $100,000 a month. You say, Shay, what is your number one outcome? Our number one outcome every day is, how do you get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue? This is how to do it. You use the CEO Sales Dashboard. Now, go down to leads. You got appointments, you got offers, you got deals, and repeat business. Go across the top, come down, and how many leads came into the database yesterday? Go ahead and put that down in your notes. How many of the leads that came in yesterday, how many of those leads were qualified? Then of the ones that were qualified, how many of those ones that were qualified, how many of those were folks that were willing to take the next step? But I don't want to stop at leads. Today I just want to talk about one area. I want to really talk about offers, because I believe that offers is the most important part that we can talk about. So under offers, you'll see a couple categories. You made an offer for a credit card. You made an offer for signing a contract. You made an offer for making the next step. And there was a time that I used to just beat myself up. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't get any deals. No money came in. What's going on? And what I determined was, wait a minute, Shay, you didn't do anything wrong. You didn't make any offers. Okay, I know that sounds silly. You're not going to be blown away by it. But how many offers did your sales department make yesterday? Now, if you are the CEO, and you are the chief sales officer as well, how many offers did you make yesterday for a credit card? Or how many offers did you make for them to take the next step and read the contract? Or how many offers did you make for someone to wire the money over to you? So isn't it kind of ironic that when you don't make any offers, there's no sales? But yet when you do make offers, the more offers you make, the more sales take place. I had an experience like that recently today where someone at least made the offer. Now, it's not a good thing or bad thing. I had a decision to say yes or no. I didn't take this offer. I said no. But I had to admire them for their consistency. I had to admire them for their persistence. At least say, we're gonna make another offer. We're gonna make another offer. We're gonna make another offer. Now that can be a nagging. Okay, that's not what I'm encourage you to do. You don't want to nag anyone at all. You're looking for people who have an interest, want, and desire in what you have to offer, and they can solve their problem, just like the case that we saw today. And you can do that. Okay, so now that you've gone down here and you look at offers, now you can say, okay, here are my offers. How many people that make an offer to take the next step? Now, surprisingly, the next step could be read the contract. The next step could be, could I get back with you? The next step could be, could I follow up with you? The next step is, can I give you a call tomorrow? Now, that's not the case depending on the industry. In some industries where I was at today, when you leave, they have like the car industry, right? I wasn't buying a car, but there are no be backs, which means if you don't take it that moment, the probability of you coming back is probably 99% you won't come back. It could happen, but the fortune is not in the fall up. It's getting you right there in that moment and get you to make an emotional decision on the spot. So I know that's not what you guys are all up to. I get it. I'm just sharing an experience with you. You're part of the CEO Sales Huddle. I appreciate you. You're amazing. You're incredible. You're already an honest, abiding person. You're not in this just for the money. You're in this because you want to have more impact. You want to have more influence. You want to make a dollar and a difference. And you want to have more meaning in the world. And that's what the money allows you to do, to have more meaning. So I just want to recognize you for all the good that you're doing. Now, we want to move on now because I know I'm on a rant, but I just want to see what my heart was today. And we want to focus right now on celebrating wins, because for some of you, I used to beat myself up. And sometimes you got to slow down and say, well, man, what really went right today? And you think about it, powerful people ask powerful questions. Why? Because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So we're going to ask ourselves right now to focus on 3 questions. What are you most proud of with the sales department right now? What was your biggest accomplishment in the sales department? And then what's the one thing that you want to really brag about? Like if you could step up here right now and I could unleash these phones right now, you could jump on here and say, Shay, this is what I want to brag about. What would it be? And then we want to move on to overcome hurdles. So life's not gonna be perfect, I get it, but you can overcome hurdles. You can overcome setbacks. I can't remember the gymnast, but I love what she says. She said, not the gym, I think it was the track star. She says, I'm not back, I'm better. And isn't that true? So let's look at some roadblocks that you have to overcome. I believe powerful people ask powerful questions because questions their focus. And in this life, you get what you focus on. So what was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward? And what's the one thing you can do that if you did it would move your life and or business forward? You do that and you will see yourself making more sales. Here's my message to you today. My message to you today is selling equals service. My message to you today is selling equals service. Don't focus on trying to convince someone. Don't focus on trying to persuade anyone. Focus on helping them solve a problem, because at the end of the day, people will pay you today if you help them solve a what? Problem today. So I'm going to suggest that you're in the problem solving business. You do that and you will see your sales go out. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Jay Brown, host of the CEO Sales Huddle. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'm looking forward to seeing you on the other side. God bless and keep doing God's work. We out. Bye-bye.